There we
Hello.
go. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Good morning. Okay, how about yourself?
Good. Okay, so I tried to look you up, but you're not a connection of mine, so we got to
Yeah,
get connected. Anyways, tell me. I know you want to get unstuck. We'll get you unstuck. Done.
sounds good.
All right, that's one thing. But just tell me a little bit about yourself. Do we know each other from the past, or something like that, or
Yeah.
how did you connect?
Okay, so we don't know each other from the past, but how I got started was I'm from Los Angeles. I live in Arizona right now, but you can never take the Dodgers out of me, and so you know where that's going to connect to, and
Yeah,
so. And it's weird. It was a weird moment in my life because I'm 49 years old and I'm looking at my life and I'm looking at my kids and my wife and I'm trying to make changes in general and never kind of had direction. And then along comes this freak show from Japan who just
yeah,
is just dominating baseball. So of course I started looking into him and I try to use his videos for motivation for my son who is a freshman in high school.
wow,
And then I started looking at that it's with him it was more than just talent. As a matter of fact, it was all this other stuff. So I started digging into what's driving this guy, and I see a lot of it with a lot of Japanese players. There's another guy on the team named Yamamoto.
yeah, of course.
Like I think he also does it because I see him in
He
the
does. Yeah.
fighting the
So,
stuff down.
so look, it's a designed skill
Yeah,
that you create for yourself through a process that's standard for almost everybody doing the Harada method. It's
yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
yeah.
that's how I
Keep on
got
going.
started.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I looked him up, and then one thing led to another, and then I found you guys.
Okay, cool. So, okay, do you know anything about me?
I don't actually. I mean, just a little bit that I've seen a couple of videos on the app. I'm on day 11 is where I'm at. So I've learned a little bit about you through the videos.
Cool. Do you want to know anything else before we
Uh,
start?
yeah, sure. If you want to tell me a little bit about
Well,
yourself and whatever speaks.
I'm okay. Like my background's Greek. I was born in Athens, Greece. Came to Canada when I was like 3 years old. My dad didn't like the government back then in 1970. So I'm 58, turning 59 next year. I got two girls, two granddaughters, so lived in the US for the last X number of years, like 7, 8 years. And then COVID hit, and then I'm back to Canada. And then I was in a city, big city, Winnipeg, and kind of big. And I decided, this is for the dogs here living beside each other.
Right.
So I went and got 40 acres and a couple horses, and and that's it.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you, like, I was pretty successful from a money standpoint before I even heard about the Harada method.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and what I mean by that is I'm an engineer, mechanical engineer. I got out into the industry. I started a consulting business in what's called lean manufacturing, the Toyota, business practices way of doing things. And, in 1 year I made 1.4 million. It's no secret because it was, I'm on Canada's profit, hot 50,
Yeah.
in 2008. And then I got divorced. And then I thought, okay, I have a goal in mind now, which is to travel the world consulting over the internet. That was my statement back then. In 2011, I had this online course which I wanted to give away, and I did over LinkedIn. And I was so surprised, like 100 people registered every day for
Wow.
this course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty good. And then I heard about Norman Bodek. Norman Bodek's the author of the Harada Method with Takashi Harada.
Okay.
Now, I knew Norman because he's in my peripheral, and he did a conference in Edmonton, Canada that I went to. And I bought all his books at the conference,
Mhm.
right? Because I was pretty excited about what he was selling, and like making a small improvement every day.
Yeah.
That'll just get the juices going, and it leads to a lot more. So I've been coaching companies on how to do some of Norman's stuff, some of my stuff, and then I heard the people side of lean. That interested me more because lean was about making money, like eliminating waste, making money in a company. And I helped many companies, like 300 companies, do this. So I was invoicing $30,000 a week as a consultant.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is before I knew anything about the Harada method. Okay, but as soon as I heard about the Harada method, I thought, okay, let's do this. I learned about it, and then I changed my entire life. My life changed, my values changed. The money went right down, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care because I was doing what I loved to do. The world needed what I was doing. I could make a little bit of money at it. And
Mm-hmm.
what happened was Norman Bodek and I decided to record an online course for the Harada method, and we did that. And I went to Japan with him, and I met Takashi Harada, and he did this thing called the Teacher's Workshop, which I did. And that's how Shohei Ohtani got started. His teacher went to this teacher's workshop that Takashi Harada did, and he took it back to his school and taught Ohtani the open window 64 chart. Okay, so it's transferable, this skill. Very transferable. You could teach others, you can learn it yourself. And I have to say, as soon as you learn it yourself, it's like, I can't believe it. I'm going to do it again. Yeah.
Right.
And my biggest turning point was including my wife in my plans. Biggest turning point, because I used to, I put down like what I wanted to do, like be the best consultant in my field in lean manufacturing. That's like, I want to be number one. And I was number one. And I'm still number one. Okay. But then I started traveling a little bit, and my wife says to me, George, what about me? I said, wow, that's a great idea. Why don't we do one together? So we then started traveling the world together, and I'm consulting over the web like we're doing now, and she's like riding a horse in Florence, Italy, right? Yeah. So I can tell you right now, I think you'll be amazed. And now I use AI.
Okay. Yeah.
To do stuff. So I'll create something for you. So one of the things about getting your goal in this teacher's workshop is you got to think about 4 quadrants. So let's start with a goal for yourself, and let's think about 4 quadrants. I'll ask you some quick questions, and then we'll narrow down your goal. Is that sound good? And then I'll create a 64 chart for you.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So number 1 is pick a goal. I don't care what it is. Make it tangible. Something like I want to buy a new car, or, whatever. It doesn't matter. Tangible, so you could touch it, feel it. So pick one goal.
Okay. So originally when I started, I wanted to make money because I work in a prison right now, a literal prison. And so I'm kind of the opposite of you. I don't have any money going into this, but I will. But if it's something tangible, I would say, let's just say, actually, this has been on my plate for a long time. I need a new car. So would that work?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start there. You need a new car. So how would you feel when you have a new car? You got a new car. I'm assuming it has that new car smell. So how do you feel about it? That's intangible. So place yourself in the future. You have a new car.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good. I feel that I no longer have to deal with the issues that I do now with an old model, right?
Okay.
I feel free. I feel freedom. I feel less stress, not having to fix things.
Right. Okay, so that's a good feeling. Now, if you have a new car, who else benefits from your new car? Because it's now others should benefit from what you're doing. Who else benefits, and what's tangible for them?
Yeah, so who benefits is my whole family. So I have 2 kids. I have a boy who's 14 and a daughter who's 10. And so they don't even want to step in Dad's car right now because it's so old. So they're going to benefit just mental benefit of being in there, and then plus the security of knowing they can get from point A to point B.
Good. So look, that's intangible is security, and intangible is also they're going to feel good about Dad's car.
Yeah.
That's intangible. They're going to feel like, hey, I'm in a new car. Okay. Yeah. The tangible is they're going to be able to get rides from you, and they're going to want to get those rides. So in other words, they got less stress. That's intangible. The tangible is they don't need a ride. Right. They're not looking. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So that's one goal. And we went through what's called 4 quadrants.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Now I'll explain it quickly. On the right-hand side of this piece of paper would be tangible for you, which is the car. Intangible is security. That is called self-actualization. You're actualizing the future. You're going to be self-reliant to go get this. Now, on the other side is contribution to society. Good. So you're or others. You're contributing to your kids. You're contributing to them on a tangible level and intangible level. Normally, I would get somebody to go through, when I coach them, I would get them to go through like 10. Give me 10 goals. Make sure you connect the tangible and intangible, and then tell me how others benefit and tell me how others feel. Okay. When I do this with a company, I say to that company, all the best companies in the world communicate from the bottom left quadrant, which is what's in it for you intangibly. You will feel like this, you'll feel like that. This way, you're drawing people into your company because you're communicating from a very deep level of how they benefit by joining you. Okay. So can you think of like a couple more goals? As I was talking, did you think of any more?
I mean, I was trying to go for like something to kind of fit that mold. I mean, my ultimate goal when I started this, as I visualized, right, going back to Ohtani, I know his was first. He wanted to be first pick in the first round draft pick, right?
Out of the 8 teams, yeah.
And he far exceeded that. And so my actual thing was, I mean, to be quite honest, right at that time, I said I want to be a millionaire in 5 years is where I started at. Yeah. But I don't know if that's necessarily, too quick, too soon.
Sorry, why not? Why not? So tell me what your reservation is to that.
Because I only have, unfortunately I lost my job last year and I don't have much to my name right now. And so I'm using future possibilities with my current circumstances, which is not good, which I started, right? Yeah. Saying since I don't have it right now, that's the vision. If I'm trying to visualize for the future, that's the thing that's holding me back. Okay. Because I would have liked to start with this.
I'm gonna tell you, like I've done a lot of Japanese management training, psychology and all that. Okay. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest factors that people can't make their future happen. The number one thing is they can't visualize it because they're stuck in today's thinking. So why don't we go into forget today? Let's create your first open Windows 64 with a thinking of 5 years from now, you're a millionaire. Okay? Yeah. So let's do this together. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. And when I share my screen, I'm going to use my AI. My AI has my books in there, plus the Harada Method book. So it's going to spit out an open Windows 64 for you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. Advanced sharing options. So let's go with that. Nope. Let's go share advanced. There we go. Let's do it. Let's do this. Okay. Now, you should see my screen. Some lady running on a beach. All right. What I'm going to do now is Jeremy, copy and paste. And I'm going to put your name on this chart. It's going to be called Jeff. Okay, so here it is right here. Do you see it?
Okay. Yes.
It says form 2. In the Harada Method, there's 5 forms. Okay. So did you join my app?
I did.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you.
I'm all over the place. So on there, I'm on tomorrow will be day 11. Yeah. And then I bought the book. So I think I'm in chapter 4 now, but I haven't started anything. So this is really exciting to me.
So awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to open up my AI. Now what I use is Poe. I pay for a year subscription. It doesn't cost me much. It's like, as soon as you get into AI, you'll just think this is the best thing since the internet.
Right.
Yeah. And the number one thing after this is going to be the Harada Method. I'll tell you that right now. I'm getting so many calls.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And I need more coaches. So let's go with my conversation. And I've got a conversation called Open Windows 64. Okay. So I'm going to put here, I want to create a new OW64. What do you need? I don't know if it's going to do it, but I kind of trained it to at some point. So let's see. I'm just talking to it. It's amazing. I heard something about a Japanese lady who was engaged, broke off her engagement and married Chat GPT. And I'm thinking, okay, if this thing had a body, okay, well, maybe that'd be optional. But I got a wonderful wife. She's not even a wife. We decided not to get married. I've already gone through the X thing. So, okay. So the long-term goal, the center of the OW64, we got one. Okay. Become the leading Harada-based people improvement consultant in Bulgaria. This is like one lady that I just did one for, right? Okay. The time horizon, 3 years, 5 years, good. 8 major focus areas. So we want to create what's called the outer ring, but they're really 8 pillars of where you're going to focus your efforts. We'll do that together. And then for each of those areas, create 8 actions or tasks. Okay, it's important. The long-term goal sentence is important the way we structure it. The target date, important. Should I create the 8 focus areas for you? Yes or no? Should I create the 64 actions? Yes or no? The answer is no. We're going to do this together. Okay. Now, the way I see it, a millionaire is the result of something. It's not the goal because, well, it could be a goal because you could have research of what you want to do to become a millionaire. That could be a pillar. So do you have like a skill set that you want to exploit for the world?
Yeah. So, I mean, I am a counselor. I try to help people get off drugs and alcohol. I transform that into working at a prison, which was by circumstance, not choice. And ultimately, I want to have my own private practice as well. So like within those things that we speak of, but ultimately I've made a career out of giving service and made it my profession. It's just, unfortunately, it's not a very lucrative
no, it
money.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially working in a prison.
Yeah, but look, when I first got into this service thing, I thought, okay, fine, I'll do some service. Now I'm loving it, right?
Yeah.
I love helping people like you, Jeff. And when we were living in Galveston, Texas, my wife and I, I was working because I had to go into Katy, right? Okay. Katie's in Houston.
Yeah.
So, and I said, look, I'm working too much. I just can't volunteer. Why don't you volunteer? And she volunteered at a thrift store for battered women. So she was like working full time, but she wasn't getting paid. It was a volunteer job. And so she did the volunteering while I did the work, and we made it work for us as a couple. So in your 64 chart, you should still keep some type of service. Okay. Now, the goal is to be a counselor in several areas. What are the areas? Give me a list.
So the population. So I would say life transitions, and what that means so much these days, but my ultimate thing is seeing when I worked with kids that were like, say, 18, right? So by law, they're adults, but they're transitioning out of their childhood into adulthood. So I find that to be a really good area for me to aid these people to their next step. So I would say definitely helping the youth transition, right? I don't want to listen to my parents. I still live with my parents. I'm an adult. What's going on, right? They're stuck as well. So
I love it.
I'm trying to help them get unstuck.
Okay, so look, 17 to 18. Let's focus there. Transitioning youth. Now, in order to make $1 million, you got to think, you got to be the best at doing what you do.
Right.
Okay, so I am going to be the best at this, and I want to measure. How are you going? Okay, I want to measure by revenue I generate. My ultimate goal is to have equity of $1 million.
Okay.
Equity or in the bank? Which one?
In the bank.
Of one. Okay. Equity of $1 million in the bank. Restate this as a goal. Okay. So let's see what it comes up with, and if it reads nicely, it's yours. Become the leading counselor for transitioning youths guiding them successfully into successful adulthood while building a thriving practice that generates the revenue required to achieve 1 million in personal equity.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say shorten this.
Okay.
You know what it is. You don't have to list it all out. Shorten this and change it to money in the bank and give it a deadline of, and I'm going to use today's date, 5 years from today.
Okay.
November 25th, 2030. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, now I want you thinking about 8 areas, 8 pillars of where you're going to focus. So as you think about it, tell me it. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think you mentioned it earlier, you got to become knowledgeable. So that would be informing myself through research.
That's good. So knowledgeable. Give me another one.
Then I have to be practical and so within my practice, which is practicing.
Give me another one.
I know this is going to sound weird, but I honestly think that I have to be physical, and I'm saying exercise, right? I have to add.
Good. Physical health. Give me another one.
Yeah. Self-care too, mental health as well.
Yeah, mental health. Give me another one.
And then I have to be active. I mean, in other words, I have to stay up with the trends. I don't know as far as in this field, things are shifting so much, right?
Okay, so you got to be on top of future things that are coming up. I don't know what they call that.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to be a thought leader on this topic if you're going to do this. Okay, yeah. What's next?
I have to be tied into innovation. Right, you're utilizing some right now, and so I have to also utilize that, right?
Yeah. Well, kids need to know this. What else?
Yeah. Another thing is, since I am working with the youth, a lot of times they drop messages or songs or such things I don't know because I'm 49. So yeah. I have to be hip to the culture as well.
Right on. What else?
And then again, I have to. There's a money component that I have to learn as well.
Right. But you got to charge. Yeah. So you need a sales funnel and you need an offer. Okay. Yeah. So let's do this. Ready? I'm going to shock you in the next little while. Okay. So I'm going to say, give me 8 pillars that will get me there. Okay. Now let's review these 8. Let's make sure your stuff's included. Client acquisition, good one.
Yeah.
Program excellence.
Yeah,
good one.
Good.
Marketing and visibility.
That's great.
Partnership and referrals.
Yeah.
A revenue growth system.
Yeah.
Financial discipline.
Yeah.
Okay. Skill mastery and certification. You might be the one certifying, right? You don't need to. You might, scalable products and service. Okay, so I'm going to say in program excellence, place the scalable products and services and add health, mental, physical. What else did you have? You had mental health, physical health, and spirit. Okay, and living. Okay, as a pillar. This, by the way, those are the 4 areas that Harada suggests you do, right?
Yeah. I started reading that was happening in the last chapter I was reading about.
Yeah, so that's it. So now, if you're okay with that, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 8 tasks per pillar. Let's do it. That's it. So this is like beautiful because you can change it. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy these and I'll show you where they go. Copy. And I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to open up this form that I'm going to give you. Okay. I just did this for another client. So just ignore what's here. And I'm going to suggest that in the worksheet, I'm going to go here to the right and I'm just going to go, okay, let me go back. I must not have copied. So I'm going to go copy, select the text, and I'm going to drop it in here and paste. It's not working. Oh, it's because I haven't enabled editing. I should do that. And then I'm just going to go paste.
There it is.
Okay, there we go. Now, so this is all good. When you go to the Open Windows 64 chart, it's basically there, right? Revenue growth systems. And we're going to put your main goal in. So let me go to the main goal portion, which is up here in the yellow. This is the main goal by date. So I'm going to go back, and your main goal is this: become the leading counselor for transitioning youth and build a practice that creates $1 million money in the bank by this date.
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to put it over here. Control Z. And I'm just going to paste special. I'm just going to put the text. Okay. That's it. We're done.
Wow.
File, save. There's your OW64.
Wow.
Now we could.
Ohtani didn't have that back in the day.
No, Ohtani did it wrong, by the way. I just saw a video.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, he did. He was a young kid at the time.
Yeah.
He didn't put a date on it. That was the biggest criticism Takashi Harada had. Okay.
Oh.
And he, depending on who you are, like you just need to put a few words. He knew generally, like for speed, he needs to hit 160 kilometer an hour fastball. Yeah. For speed, that's what it was. That was one of the pillars, speed.
Okay.
Because So here you got 8 pillars. Number 8 is health and all that. So let's take a look at 8, because it seems like you were passionate about number 8. So I'm going to open it up. Let's take a look. Every one of these, you're going to review and you're going to modify to your satisfaction, right?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the 8. Number 8, build a daily routine for sleep, food, and movement. Sound good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maintain weekly exercise habits.
Yeah, yeah.
Practice mindfulness and meditation daily.
Yeah.
Schedule regular mental health check-ins. That's a good one. Yeah. Take one restorative day off weekly. Wow. Okay, keep a peaceful and organized home, and I would say a heart.
Yeah.
Keep a peaceful heart. Engage in spiritual reflectiveness practices weekly. Spend time each week on relationships that fuel you. Wow.
Yeah.
So, every one of these are great suggestions that you can use. So I'm going to exit out of here, and it's here. If I open it up.
Yeah.
Do you have Excel, by the way?
I do.
Okay. Otherwise, I'd have to convert it for you into PDF. So if you do, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you. I always clear my emails every morning, so I don't expect much. Okay. So give me your email, Jeff.
Okay. It's E as an elephant.
And I'm going to send it. There you go. Make sure you got it. And and then now I can tell you the next step, just so you know. Okay. When you finish a task, like if you start scheduling your meditation time or whatever, maintain weekly exercise habits. Let's say you put it in a routine check sheet. And if you're in the app, then you got the ability to download that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And what you're going to do is you're going to go on your Excel spreadsheet. This is, kind of like this is alignment here. Format cells. Yeah, there we go. Border. You're just going to put a cross like this, like a little slash across it, and you're going to say you're done. You're done.
Okay.
The other thing you could do is just color code it. I mean, you could say, "Oh, I like color coding better, George." So this one's done.
Okay. And you're saying I can change it if I look through here and I'm like, this one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what you want to do to change it, like I'm going to go to number 8, build a daily routine for sleep. Well, how about build you change it here is what I'm telling you in the first tab. Build a daily routine for exercise.
Okay.
Okay. Now watch what it does when you go to your OW64. It has build a daily routine for exercise right here.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
I got you.
Yeah. So there it is. So again, you change it in the spreadsheet, make it yours.
Okay.
And each of these tasks fall into 2 categories. One, it could be a routine.
Okay.
And the other one, it could be like a milestone. Like I'll give you an example of a milestone. Appear on podcasts, YouTube interviewers monthly. Okay, well if you're appearing monthly in a podcast, that's a routine monthly.
Right.
Right. That's a monthly routine.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold info sessions for parents/youth. Okay. This could be, you could change this to hold my first info session.
Got it.
Good. And that's a milestone. You do it once.
Yeah.
It's your first. So they're going to fall into two categories. You just make them whatever you feel like making them. And start with service. One of the services you might want to do is, wash the dishes.
Sure.
Do something around the house that you've never done before that demonstrates your interest level in being a coach to others.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so that was it.
Thank you.
I've got so much excitement for you because it's a very honorable thing you're doing, and Lord knows we need kids to become adults. No, right now they're becoming adults at like 35.
I know.
So.
Yeah. And it's just something that, I didn't have any parents when I grew up. My dad left when I was 5. I really never saw him again. My mom was working 3 jobs, never saw her. So I can relate to a lot of these kids, even though the times have changed so much and the things they face. I to this day, I swear 100 times more than I would ever want to deal with. But having someone that's kind of been there, done that, maybe I'm not Shohei, maybe I'm Ichiro, right? I come in with the wisdom. Yeah. I come in with the older wisdom for these youth. So that's what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with making some money because thing about
I love that. Now, 2 things should be happening, right? Okay. And as I think about this, I'm just going to share it with you. You change it if you like.
Okay.
How old are your kids?
14, my son, and 10, my daughter.
Okay. So your 14-year-old son is in that zone right now. Okay.
Correct.
Wouldn't it be great to have one pillar to work with? Yeah. It's Colt, right? To work with Colt on creating like a YouTube channel for things that his father is teaching him.
Ooh.
And another channel for adults who have transitioning children where you are doing a YouTube video and you're saying, here's my lesson of the week. And wouldn't it be nice to have a podcast?
Yeah.
With your son.
My wife's
Colt.
been saying that for years now for this guy.
Okay. Yeah. So I want you to start dreaming, and then if you want this bad enough, what you're going to do is just start taking action every day. Just move something forward. Okay. And that's why when we talk about it, we just say do some service at home, do some service at work. And I did service at work a long time ago. I'm still doing it today. This is my service at work. Okay. The last thing I ask is, I don't know, are you okay if I share this with others in my community?
Yeah, you are. You do. You have my permission. Yeah.
Okay. Thumbs up. Right on. Okay. Anything else for me? Any questions?
Real quick, so notes at the end is just going forward. I can use this. This is what I was trying to get at by going through all these things. I can see how, like you said in the beginning, it's almost so easy. Why didn't I ever think of anything like this, right? I have the model of Shohei, how I can see how he's the greatest of all time, and it took this thing, but it took all these things to make that, which developed into these other things, which I'm trying to implement. So I guess I say all this to say my last question is, right now, would you recommend reading through the book and then developing each thing one at a time? Because I feel like in some areas I'm out of place, but really, I don't think you're out of place if you just get started and it starts coming together, I assume. Yeah. Because I'm trying to make it's got to be like this, and this, but I don't think it flows like that.
No, it doesn't. The energy and the pedal to getting you there is going to be taking action. So my coach told me, Norman, was my coach. He passed away in 2020, but he told me, George, if you're and I read like tons of books, like audio books. As I was walking and losing weight, I lost like 70 pounds at one point when I was doing this, right? I was in Florida. I could get up in the morning and do it. I can't do it here where I am, but okay. So I'm listening to all these audiobooks, and he says to me, George, if you're not implementing one thing from each book, then, it's a waste. You're not learning. You got knowledge, but you don't have the practical experience behind it. So what I think you should do is just go to it, do some work, relate it to it, and it'll all come together. Just practice doing something and then learn more and then do something else, right? Okay. So your OW64 is your starting point, and it's a great starting point. So now modify it to what you feel would be better suited for you. Okay. And then one service at work and one service at home. Get started now,
Okay.
like today.
Okay.
I think within an hour, you should, are you at home?
I am.
Within an hour, you should finish this service.
Okay.
Okay, what's the service that you're thinking about?
Well, it's funny. I woke up with that in mind because I started seeing it, and I, again, going back to baseball, I see Yamamoto picking up trash after he's won game 2, and I see, Ohtani doing all these things, setting out,
filling up. Yeah, right on.
Yeah, So mine this morning was I'm gonna go and do all the litter boxes because we have a lot of pets, and then and I already did that. So now if I'm thinking of a new one, I will do the dishes.
And cleanliness is so important. So do the dishes. That gets you started. Now you're unstuck. But look at the future, and don't think of today. Today's nothing. Think of like your goal. If it doesn't inspire you, you got the wrong goal. Okay. It should inspire you. It's inspiring me. I want to do what you're doing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. So the other thing is connect with me on LinkedIn. When you post, go. Do you know how to tag me when you post on LinkedIn?
No, I did get accepted to the Harada. I think you accepted me in.
Oh, I'm sure I did.
I did post. I replied to one of the comments. This lady had talked about using a bag. I thought it was brilliant. She said bring in a bag so that they can put the groceries in it. I don't know. I just saw the practicality of this reduces double work. So I commented on there. But if it's like anything else, I think I should put a hashtag with your name or something.
No. I'll share with you right now what to do.
Okay.
And how to do it. And by doing this, what you're going to end up working on is your network. Okay. So and also you're gonna have to think of things that make you like an authority. Okay. So here's somebody who thinks they're an authority. They're putting in a visual. Now I'm going to show you. Now we're not connected, right? So I'm going to look you up.
Okay.
Jeff, and your last name?
Horn, Horne, and I just kind of started this.
Okay. Are you in here? You just started on LinkedIn. So Jeff Horn, what's your email?
I think it says it. So in there, it's either the one I just gave you, the ME, or it could be JHORNE 562.
No, so nothing.
I thought
so look,
Jeffrey.
Jeff,
you could put Jeffrey, JEFFREY.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if you pop up.
No,
that's not you. Are you down here somewhere? Okay. Well, we're just not connected. So what you're going to do is you're going to find me and connect with me. But let me just show you what I would do.
Okay.
And you'll just be shocked.
Okay.
Now, here's my AI again. All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask it like simple. What is a great article?
Yeah.
For George, me, I better tell it, me, to post about Jeff's goal and gain support from my following. Okay. So what's a great article? So this is going to tell me what a great article would be. Helping youth step into adulthood. Jeff's bold mission for 2030. Well, that's a good one. So what I do is why this mission matters. And this is great. So the next step, overcoming in the coming months, I'll be sharing Jeff's progress. Hey, that'd be good. Why don't you give me progress? I'll share let's support Jeff as he builds. Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm doing now is I'm going in here and I'm copying this.
Okay.
Copy, text, right? So there's my article. And I'm going to say, give me a picture to add. And it's going to actually give me a picture. So you want to find this article and you want to comment on it and say like, hey, George, thanks for getting me started. It's amazing. Okay. So here's adulthood becomes future journey. Okay. So don't change the picture to be a male guide and not so sappy.
Yeah. Give the youth a baseball hat and some headphones.
Give the youth a baseball hat from LA Dodgers.
Yeah, it's good. You got to be specific. That's very intentional.
And headphones. Well, I don't want it to be like a crap hat. What the Blue Jays almost won, man. I mean, I'm from Canada. I was torn, but
I was going to ask you about that.
No, I wanted LA because all I do is talk about Shohei.
Right.
Right. There we go. Baseball hat, future
There
journey. It didn't change too much, but okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me go to my LinkedIn now, and I'll show you what I do. Now, if you were there, I would have tagged you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have it. So I looked when you're talking. So if you put in Jeff Horn, MSW, LCSW, it should pop up.
Okay, hold on. So let me go in here now. Jeff Horn, MSW.
So it says Jeff Horn, HORNE, MSW, LCSW.
Yeah, I still need to be connected with you somehow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there.
Where
Is that me
is that
right
you?
there?
Licensed therapist, Phoenix.
Yeah, that probably is me. I can't see. It's a little bit small, but that's me.
Oh, okay, good. So look, I'll tag you. Okay, so now I'm going to go to a new LinkedIn, and this way I got your tag there. Okay, so start a post. My daily service is to create 64 charts for aspiring Haradans. Meet Jeff, right? Okay, and I'm gonna put here, paste. So now I just gotta go in here and say, okay, helping youth, boom. Okay, why this mission matters, good. What makes this goal powerful, right on. How can you support the journey? Great. If you're an educator or counselor, connect with Jeff. And I'm gonna put your link right there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna copy and paste, connect with Jeff right here. And if you're a mentor or coach, bring your insights, enter there, and your words okay, you have exceeded the maximum. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to delete something, but that's okay. The next step, I'll be sharing Jeff's progress, period. Good enough.
Perfect.
This is more than project, it's legacy. Comment, share, it all helps. So this is your link on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I can leave it there, or I can add the picture. What do you prefer?
Yeah, just leave it there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So my daily, meet Jeff.
Perfect.
Meet Jeff, let me see, and provide a share or like. Okay, there we go. So you're done.
Perfect.
So now, normally when you go in here, and if we're tagged, you press the @ sign, like that, and then you click on the list. You click.
Okay.
So you go @ George, and you find George. You know.
Okay.
And you click. If you don't click, my name doesn't show up, and then I don't see it.
Okay.
Okay. So what I want you to do is, give me a weekly, monthly update, and share in the app, and do what you need to do to, keep yourself motivated.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this. This helps tremendously, and I can't wait to share this with my wife. And like you said, I'm actually going to get the whole family started as well. So you gave me a lot of great starting points, but it's just the beginning. These are the beginning seeds. And so I have the goal, and I will be in contact with you as I go through this.
Nice. And so I always ask, because it's a good reflection, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was today's meeting? Was it like good use of your time? And so what's the rating you would give me?
Yeah, I do the same thing, 0 to 10. Tell me with my clients that makes it tangible. So, but it definitely a 10. I think the next time we talk, and we will in the future, you're going to see quite a difference. Like I said, I'm kind of new to all of this stuff myself, but it was a 10, and I think that the next one will be a 20. But I just have some work to do before we get there. Yeah,
right on. I'll see you in the future, and I look forward to your updates.
All right. Thank you so much, George, and go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. Yeah, love it. Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.